Welcome to another quick hit review. It is Friday the 21st of June 2019 and we do have a little bit of news out today. This morning we've got the euro at 8.15, 8.30. We do have CAD news out at 1.30. A couple of things we want to be aware of, and then we do have an FOMC member talking at 5 o'clock for the dollar. Generally speaking though, even though these are red, there's nothing of any real significance here where I'd see the market make some big moves. So a couple of things on the radar. If I'm honest, the markets are quite quiet, so I'm not really expecting too much today. So let's go and take a look at the first pair, euro yen. Trend continuation, though it's looking like we're not going to get an entry. Still predicting the market to come down to this point. We've been predicting this now for the last week or so, and it looks as though we're going to get there without us being involved. It does look as though we're going to put in a lower close here below this structure level. Let's go and take a look at the 60. Not a great deal here on the 60. You can wait for a pullback to this area because we have had it tested once, twice, 3 times. So maybe a small pullback to this area and then a move lower to the candle closes on the daily time frame. But there's very little pips involved in this. We're looking at 20 pips, something like that, and we are at a psychological number 120-100, so I don't think it's something that we're going to get an entry on, but we'll keep an eye on it. Pound Aussie, potential channel, but not offering us any type of way in at the moment. So what we had on the Pound Aussie is we held this structure level. We've come up into this structure level and we've actually held structure. So there's no, I've got no confirmation here, no bias on which way the market is going. We've not violated because of the wicks. If we go to the 60, it's just ugly, if I'm honest. There really isn't a great deal here. Let's go and take a look at the 15. This was the only thing. This was, it's not even valid here on the 15, it was on the 5. A potential channel, but very weak. In fact, it's not even valid looking at it again. Yep, no, there's nothing here, to be honest with you, unless this turns into a pattern, which it could very well do. We could see maybe a back pattern here. Might be a day trading opportunity on the Pound Aussie. We'll take a look at the dollar yen. Looking short on the dollar yen. Now that we have violated this level of structure right here, you can see we've got a confirmed break below, close below. The market is going lower. We just get rid of that. So on the 240, not a great deal other than the fact we are moving lower on the 60. We do now have this trend 1, move lower, pull back, move lower, 3-point move, pull back, move lower. We actually have this little area here of consolidation that I'd pay attention to. We've already put in a doji, so we could see a pullback here into this price reversal zone just here, and we could look for a little continuation to the downside. We would be allowed to drop to the 15 for this. Just let me go back out and check structure. Okay, structure on the 240 comes down to here. And check out the 15. Yep, there is room for this to come lower. So here on the 15, guys, I'll be waiting for a pullback into this consolidation area, a lower close, and then a chance to ride it down to this level. We'd be looking at around 36 pips of profit if we could get an entry onto that trade. Aussie dollar yen. Okay, we're in a channel in the Aussie, so we are making our way lower here. Let's go to the 240. Okay, I put channel but question mark. Okay, we do have a potential channel setting up. So let's drop down to the 60. With a channel we can bounce it off one side to another. Now if you've been through the educational material on the website, you'll know how to draw these out and what is and is not valid. What I would be paying attention to is this long-wicked doji right here. If we get a nice 3-bar reversal here, this could offer you an entry for a retest up to this level. But right now we don't have that, so we have to wait for confirmation. It has to be a higher high, higher close candle. Let's go and take a look at the Swiss yen. There really, again guys, is not a great deal out there. I'm sure there'll be some day trading opportunities as we go on, but right now markets are just dead. So we spoke about this in the live room and within the chat. We have this channel. We're looking at the market coming a little higher. We go to the 240. We haven't yet reached the destination. For me, that means that I can look for trend continuation, and I'm going to be looking for trend continuation in this zone. Okay guys, we're going to be implementing the 3 rules that we have for trend continuation. They are in the educational material on the website, and if I get an entry, I'm going to be looking for a move back up to this channel. Euro pound. Somebody mentioned euro pound the other day. They bought this up. This wasn't an opportunity for me. I think they used a double bottom, but it was invalid. Anyway, I'm showing you this because we have a great big daily cipher which has just kicked in. Completion at this point. If you trade off the dailies, well, this was about a 200 pip risk trade, well over my maximum. But just because it's too big to trade doesn't mean we can't get involved. If we drop down to the 240, I'm looking for entry reasons, and something like a nice head and shoulders would be a good indication that we could come lower. But right now there's nothing. If we just draw out the trend here, we had a move higher, a pullback, a move higher, a pullback. We pull back into the wicks. That means third chance or last chance entry. You can look for an entry reason here. And if we drop to the 60, somebody mentioned this this double bottom down here, but look guys, it is invalid. The second test violated the first test, making that trade invalid. So that was not an opportunity that you can take that would meet the rules. Apart from that, there's absolutely nothing here. Nothing here at all. Let's take a look at the 15. Nope. But you do have the daily cipher. And the last one is the New Zealand CAD. Okay. This is probably the best opportunity we've got on the radar. And it still isn't the best. So I'm going to put a structure level on where price has come to. You can see that we've just violated this level of structure, and we have come into this minor level of structure right here. Let's go to the 240. Just junk, just consolidation. Let's go to the 60. Yep, nothing on the 60. Let's go to the 15. Is this the right currency pair? I think I wrote the wrong currency pair down. Yes, I have. 1 second. Okay, I can't read my writing. It was New Zealand Swiss, not New Zealand CAD. Okay, this is the only thing I'm looking at, to be honest, is we have an AB equals CD pattern. We've come down into to complete it right here. So we had 1 test, 2 test. This is a confirmed double bottom, and what that means is, as per the rules in the educational material, we can look for that 38.2 target. Now we haven't yet hit, and if we see a pullback we can implement another strategy called the 2618, and all this is explained within the educational material. So I'm going to be looking for a pullback. Stops just 5 pips below the low, so this would be the risk on this trade, and the reward would be playing for that 382 minus a couple of pips. So it's only looking like something like a 1-to-1 here, but high probability trade. You know, we've already had a double bottom here, and we've held structure, and we've had the break to the upside. So again guys, not a great deal out there, but as always, if you're in the chat, we'll be posting live trade ideas out there, and if you're registered for the educational material and the signals, well then you'll be getting those via email as well live as we take those trades.